Okay, so this is part 2 of the Squire Old English test, galvanised versus stainless. Sorry for the delay on this one. But so last year, as some of you may remember who watched part 1, we questioned why Squire bothered coming up with a stainless steel version of the Old English padlock when they had so successfully produced the galvanised version for decades successfully. Presumably because they felt like stainless steel would be better in marine grade environments, marinas, boats, all that sort of thing, by the sea. But as we know, very good quality galvanised will withstand that as well. So what we did is, if you go back and watch part 1, we tied them to a rope, dropped them down the quay in Gweek on the Helford River, which gets flushed with salt water. It would rise and fall from the tide, so it would get subjected to air and also fresh water or a bit of brackish water occasionally, and all sorts of conditions, including a load of silt, a lot of mud, a lot of silt, a lot of just stuff. So basically these were hung for 6 months in those conditions. In most circumstances that would absolutely destroy a lock, which goes way beyond just being in a kind of coastal or marine environment. So first, let's take the galvanised one. They've been producing this for decades, as I say. The galvanised material may have changed slightly, but the mechanism hasn't. Bit of surface rust, perhaps you would expect that on galvanised steel that's been subjected to salt water, but all in all, I mean, given that this has been in salt water and subjected to the air, pretty good. And I swear to God, I have not opened this lock yet, so I do not know what is going to happen. As we know, on old lever locks, the key mechanism is super simple, which actually is an advantage, particularly on farm gates when there's grit and stuff. So, right, here we go. Oh, a little bit stiff. Hang on. Oh, a little bit stiff, but you know. Okay, that is open. There is actually some mud in there, which totally understandable given that where it was. Right, I'm going to close it and then shut it again. Open. I mean, it's working fine. I'd say it wasn't quite as smooth as when it was new, but no, that's working fine. So there you go. Technically non-marine grade lock in salt water for 6 months, subjected to the air as well, which you need air to corrode metal, and that has totally withstood. That's the galvanised. Okay, stainless version. So this is stainless steel. Highly likely it's not 316 stainless steel. I'll tell you what, let's go and get a magnet and try that out. Hang on. Okay, strong marine magnet. Well, I'll prove it works. So sticks to the galvanised like hell. Stainless steel, technically speaking, shouldn't stick to the stainless steel if it was 316. Oh, no, you can feel it sticking there. It's not very strong, won't even just about hold it. So that's not 316 stainless steel, but it is still stainless steel. Okay, key. Again, I swear to God, I have not tried this yet. Okay. Bloody hell. Okay. I might need to get some pliers on this. Okay, that's not turning. Right, I'm gonna get some pliers, hang on. Okay, trusty Leatherman. Putting it on the key to get better leverage. I'm a little bit worried I'm gonna bend the key here, but oh shit. Fuck. Ooh. Okay, I've broken the key. Great. So I'm going to take that key out. And try again with another key. Oh shit. 2 keys broken. Okay, well, I mean, it's stuck, it's seized. What can I say? And something has happened inside that has prevented it from opening. Perhaps the stainless steel mechanism inside has not coped as well as the galvanized, but it has not opened. So that has failed. In a marine environment, the new Old English stainless has failed, but the old school, traditional, tried and tested for decades, galvanized, has won. And on top of that, it's got a hell of a lot less rust. There's a little bit of surface rust there, but it is very much surface rust. It's tight, it doesn't even flake off. On the back, there's nothing, but on the stainless, you know, you've got surface rust on the back, you've got staining around the edges here, and on top of that, it's seized. So, on one respect, Squire, did you need to make a stainless version? Was it for marketing? Possibly. Is it good enough for food grade? No, because it's not 316. So, what's the point? But on the other hand, well done. What a good lock this Old English lock is. Just keeps on going, and has passed the marine test by us.